today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, McClure. Smith catches left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
That's good.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison.
Alexander Madison.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Made by Dexter Lawrence.
To throw on 2nd down. McClure. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. B.C. Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. He just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Hunter on the stop.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 19 carries, 87 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking to him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
1st down, New York.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle made.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a script.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants.
Jones pass.
Darius Slayton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
11 yards there, first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass. A fumble.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news. That play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And we'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game. But do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game, he was going to be aggressive no matter what he's going to do. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the "Be Aggressive" chant behind him, and he listened to it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
11 yards there, first down.
First down, Giants.
From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Jones on third down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Justin Hopkins.
So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Operating from the gun. McClure lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to find Gallup here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Their own 32. Yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
20.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants.